One really great addition to your club car golf cart is to install a trailer hitch. This will allow you to have a trailer where you can haul materials and haul equipment around on your property, at your house, at your homestead, whatever you need. It's a really great addition to any club car golf cart. So join me. Let's install a trailer hitch on a golf cart. So obviously the first step is to get it out of this box here. Has some instructions to go with how to install this thing. So let's get it unpacked.
The biggest thing with this is to make sure that since we have a back seat and everything, that we get one that's going to mount down here off of the footrest area. It's going to attach the frame down there. There's supposedly holes down there that this matches up with, so we'll find out.
Those holes?
I think it's actually going to be underneath.
Okay.
You're not going to really see it like that. Otherwise, if you don't have a back seat, you get a totally different receiver that mounts under the frame that direction.
Okay, so let's get it out of the box. Ew! It's water in there. So you got the receiver, the hitch, some screws, various screws to put it on with.
And this comes with the pin that you'll be using with whatever you're towing and all that. Here's your screws. Here's the cotter pin that goes with this. Cotter key, cotter pin, whatever. Goes with this. And these are the brackets that are going to mount directly to the frame and we'll match it based on the golf cart that we're using. Ultimately, we're going to be attaching this to the frame surrounding the footrest of this golf cart, and we're not using any kind of a safety handle that's in the middle. So this is going to be a straight bolt on with only a couple of steps. This part here is going to touch one part of the frame for the footrest, and on this other side is going to be touching the other side of the footrest for the frame. One of the first steps we're going to be using is they've got these two different bolts. They have a short one and a long one. We're going to be using the short ones first to basically bolt these brackets on. Okay, we're underneath the golf cart now. We're underneath this rear seat footrest, and what you're looking at is part of the frame. Now if I know I'm wiggling pretty badly. I'm trying. Okay, there's one hole. Here's the other hole, and this is on the back. The front's going to look similar. With the adapter loose, you can get it to where it's going to, hear that banging? That's because it's loose, but it's fitting within the inside of the frame, not on the outside. So these are perfect for spacing that just right. So if I get a close up here. So we're going to try to put in one screw here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get that on camera here, holding this with one hand. But you're seeing a screw or a bolt that's adjacent to what I'm working on. That bolt right there is not what I'm using, but that is the same idea of what we're going to be doing here in a moment. We're going to have a better chance of showing from the front side what we're doing. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so right now we've got the, this is maybe I don't know how you want to say it, the front or the back. This is like the outside, so this is as far back, right? So if you're sitting, your toes would be pointing in this direction. How's that? So you can see how this bracket is hanging right now because it's only held in place with one bolt, but that's going to change very shortly. It's being held on the opposite end. So on this end, which is accessible, right, because this is clearly in view, we can see the whole bumper here. So let's go ahead and get that baby going, right? We're going to use this bolt right here. We're going to go through this hole here. It's going to hit the nut that's welded onto that bracket that we just installed. We should. having a little bit. Well, I'm not sure why. Finding it. Let's try this one first then, right? We're not going to give up just yet. The back one was easy. This one here is a little... So from the bottom here, you can see I got the hitch installed. You can see the screws right there, or the bolts. But let's take a look under. You can see right there one bolt clearly clearly visible. I think that's the other one. It's the only bolt pointing down. And then there's obviously two on the other side. The goal was the bracket that we tightened down in the first step, you need that to be loose so we can go ahead and get this in there. And once you've got it bolted to the frame, you can then tighten the bracket down. So I just want to show you that these bolts bolt right there. And like I said, there's one on the other side of the receiver. You can go ahead and tighten these down now, and then the receiver part of the install will be complete. All right, so here's the easy part. We're going to go ahead and put the hitch into the receiver, right? This looks like it's a 2-inch receiver, and we always have the pin that you put through. Just back up a couple inches, go through there, and we'll put the good guy through there. There he goes. Keep going there. He ain't going nowhere. And this should take standard size yard tool type balls and hitches and stuff that connect here. Hey Boo, it looks like we got another project. We need something to hook up to this guy.
We do. You see that right there? We picked that up at Northern Tool. It is a big trailer. We're going to be hooking that up and putting that together next. So we'll be hooking it up to this, and we can use our golf cart to haul stuff. So stay tuned. That'll be our next upload. Thanks for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe to Blue Ridge Mountain Homestead.